Welcome to Bippers, y'all. I'm here with
the Great Justino, Justin Jacobs.
We in here chopping it up. We got a little book with us, We in here to just have a little community conversation, Let the people know how long you've been doing this.
So honestly, I've been doing this going on like 3 years now. So I kind of tell myself I'm still fairly new.
Right.
Just like comparing to other people who've been doing it for a very long time, I think 3 years is still like new in what I'm doing. So about 3 years.
About 3 years.
Yeah.
What's some things for some like other new people out here? Like, what's some advice would you give to some new entrepreneurs out there?
Entrepreneurs are like just people in my field in particular.
In your particular.
I think some advice that I would give them is you could be an overnight success, but it really don't happen like that. You just gotta keep your foot on the pedal, keep grinding. And then just something more particular about the field. Like if you're really trying to get into it, a lot of people how can I make my videos look like cinematic and this and the third. Like my advice would be shoot it however you feel like you should see something on TV. That's kind of how I always went about doing what I do. Like, all right, how could I see this on TV, or how could I see this in a movie theater for real? So that's my advice. Shoot it how you would see it on TV, going to movies.
Yeah, that's a fact. What do you think inspires you the most creatively? Like, what gets you going? Like, what gets you in your vibe? 7 p.m. You ready cook up something. You ready edit a video.
Yeah.
Like, what that look like for you?
Really, what get me going is really just like great music or great movies and things like that. Because I not only do music videos, I do stuff on the film side as well. So just like great quality movies, great quality music, stuff that I actually like that'll kind of get me in that mood. Like if you hear a beat, you're not really going. If you don't fuck with it, you're not gonna rap on it. You feel me? So it got to be a song or the movie got to be of quality, a good storyline, or some stuff like that to really make me really lock in.
What's some of your favorite? What's some of your favorite directors?
Some of my favorite directors, I would say Spike Lee, of course, because he just kind of did a lot for our community.
Yes.
Who else? Who else is another director I like? Edgar Steves with Blank Square. He kind of came in and really just took off, and despite his circumstances, kind of not being a U.S. He's an immigrant pretty much. He finally just got his green card, but he was still producing major videos for a lot of artists, even when he wasn't. You feel me? Like a U.S. citizen. So I really like his story. I like his work. The Baby is a great director, as well as artist. The Baby is a great director for real. He could tap into really a lot of different avenues in a sense. He could watch a movie and then recreate a music video off of a movie scene. And that's something kind of I wouldn't say I pull from him, but that's something I like doing myself because I like kind of going the cinematic route. I feel like it's two different type of directors for real. Yeah. You got a director that's the more abstract type where they can do crazy looking stuff and it still look good. You feel me? And then you got the cinematic directors that like to go the movie route and they might take a scene from a movie and kind of put their own twist on it and make it a video. So. I like to think of myself as more on a cinematic style, but I do like the abstract style too. That's fun because stuff don't have to have a meaning. You could just do it and it'd be cool. And I think the first time I really was able to kind of just do anything was on the video with an artist named Soda. You feel me? We did What That Mean, and that was the first time I really did a video that didn't have to make sense and it was fun. Right. It just came out
just
tough.
Just having fun with it. Everything don't gotta be so
thought out in a sense. And that's what I'm learning too right now. Everything don't gotta be thought out. Sometimes you can just do it. Do it. Everything don't gotta make sense all the time.
No, real rap. Give me your top 5 movie.
Top 5 movies. All right, it's gonna be weird because the first 2 gonna be female-driven movies. But Salt.
Salt. Oh shit. Yeah, Salt like that.
Colombiana.
Nigga, that's my. Oh yeah. Crazy. That's my shit. I ain't gonna lie, I swear to God, that's my.
And it was really just because it was a female lead, and the female was just really kicking ass. That shit was just hard for real. Of course, I'm gonna go Friday. That's you feel me. That's our community, black people. That's you feel me. You can't not say Friday.
Nice little buddy movie.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. New Jack City.
New Jack. Okay, yeah, that's a classic.
New Jack City.
Classic. All right, so you said New Jack, Suck, Columbiana. All right, we had 3.
No, that was 4. New Jack City, Suck, Columbiana, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then on my 5th one, we're going to go. And these are no order.
Right, yeah.
Order. What's another good movie? My favorite top 5, whatever the next one I direct.
Right. I love that response.
That's your 5th
Speaking
one.
of what you directed, how did it feel to get a nice little feature on BET Jams?
Oh, that was hard. So, that was tough. My first time on BET Jams, I didn't even know it was happening. Like, I really didn't even know that whole situation was taking place. So, I had somebody reach out that I didn't know. And they hit me to do a video. So I drove to DC. The artist, I think his name was Paris Price, and he had 2 other artists on the song, Dende and Chris Patrick, all phenomenal artists. You feel me? So I drove out to DC, did the video. They paid me to shoot and edit the video. I shot, edited, sent it back. Boom. I don't know. I guess they didn't like the edit. You feel me? They ended up getting somebody else to edit it, which is not a problem. I still got the shoot and edit. I did what I did. I feel like mine was good in a sense. Like my version was good. The director's cut. So did that, and then one day I'm in the kitchen cooking on Instagram, just waiting for something to finish on the stove. I'm just scrolling, and I see the video where I see the person. They had mentioned me in the post, and there was a post that the song was on BET Jams. Now I'm in the kitchen like, shit, I don't know. I'm like, what? Like a video I just did on BET Jams? That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
So yeah, that was definitely a great moment. Like it was kind of a surreal experience. A lot of stuff happened in the kitchen. Like a lot of stuff happened in the kitchen. Like just that time, like I go into editing movies, edit them joints in the kitchen. Like a lot of stuff happened in the kitchen.
While you cooking, hey man, hey man, while you cooking, like God cook, man.
Exactly.
Hey, so have you? This something you always wanted to do as a kid, or like you know, everybody wanted to be an NBA player. Right. Everybody wanted, a lot of different things. Like what? This was always like your main focus in life?
No, it actually wasn't. So when I was younger, I really wanted to be an architect. When I was a kid, me and my best friend Dev, we always talked about like being an architect, starting like an architectural like firm and stuff like that. But then the math came into play, the science came into play, and it just wasn't that. So I ended up playing football, and I went to LA, moved to LA, was playing football out there, went to a junior college.
Oh, yeah, how was that like?
It was fun. I didn't have a regular college experience, but I still made, like, I had a good time for real. Like, living in California at 18, 19, 20, 21, it definitely opened my eyes at the perfect time. Like, I feel like that's the perfect time for a young man to, like, move and kind of be on that own, because it's like you really got to find yourself. Right? So I was living in LA. Went to had a scholarship to 2 schools, a walk on and a scholarship. I went to the school that I had a scholarship for. I was there for 7 days. They was like, we honestly didn't think you was coming, so they gave my scholarship away. Moved back home. Ended up going to Bowie. I was doing sports management. Ended up meeting a guy that had a sports agency, because at that point I wanted to be a sports agent. I met a guy who had a sports agency. He was like, you can recruit for my agency. So I was kind of recruiting for his agency. He was like, if anybody signs, you'll get a managerial fee. You'll get that percentage of whatever that contract is. So I'm like, all right, bet. I don't have to take classes for this. I'm literally doing it. So I switched my major from sports management to broadcast journalism, because I seen we had a TV studio. So at first I was kind of like doing news in a sense. Like I was a news reporter, sports reporter at the games, like interviewing the coaches. For real. So in front of the camera. And then at a point I'm like, let me just see what I could do for myself. And I wanted to make money at the time. So I'm like, what's the easiest way I can make some money? I'm like, real estate videos. So if I get like good clientele, big houses, I do real estate videos. I'm cool. So that's that's kind of how I started. I got like a low card or whatever. Got some equipment. I did like maybe 1 or 2 real estate videos, and then somebody hit me for a music video. I hadn't done music videos at the time, and they was like, "Whoa, Shake, you still shoot it?" I'm like, "All right, bet." It's my first music video. Drove to North Carolina with my best friend Dev. You feel me? We drove out there together. Shot the video, and that was that. You feel me? So from that video, just people seeing it and like people sharing the work that you do and stuff like that. Kind of like being a videographer, like your work that you do for clients is your own marketing in a sense.
Literally,
once you do that video, you post it, people see it like, oh, I want him to shoot my video.
That's your representation.
So people pay you for your
vibe.
Exactly. So So I kind of went a long route to answer that question, but no, this is not always what I wanted to do. Like, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an architect, a football player, a sports agent, and then this kind of found me. You feel me?
Yeah, okay. So it found. I feel like, architect, man, you can. I don't know if that's the right term, but like when you build sets, I guess it's like it's the same.
You can say, and I'm gonna give props to who I heard this from first. Another photographer named Junior. We are all visual architects in a sense. Like, I'm still an architect. I'm just a visual architect because I'm building visuals in a sense. So yeah, I'm still an architect in a sense.
So being a visual architect, what's some of your best experience being a visual architect?
My best experience is just creating stuff that comes like straight from my brain.
Oh, so you love the abstract pose?
Yeah, well, not really the abstract, but just in a sense, like my ideas, like bringing them to life.
Okay, yeah.
Like, so, that, another memory or a good moment. I met Aunt Viv. I met light-skinned Aunt Viv working on a movie set. She was mad cool. Like, like just stuff like that. Traveling, like just being able to let my skill set kind of allow me to live my life and travel and have a good time. Like, that's really just the best thing about it.
What's your favorite places you ever been to, like traveling?
Traveling. My favorite place to go is Jamaica. I'm actually about to go again for my birthday.
Oh,
like Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I went one time and I love it, so I gotta go back again. Where was another place?
Give me like 2 more. Somewhere that really got your juices going, just so much visually, just so visually pleasing. You have to whip out the camera.
Man, you got me on this one. I don't know.
We can come back to that. That's cool. We can talk back to that, man. Ray, what you think? See, it's a lot of going on in the city right now. I feel like we all are moving up in our own ways, whether it's fashion, cinematography, music, real estate. Like, I feel like right now the city is really starting to shoot up.
Yeah,
you feel me? We're starting to get noticed just a little bit more. Not as much as we should as like versus the Atlantas or the LA, New York, et cetera, et cetera. But where do you rate the creativity like in the city?
In the city?
Like, are you sick of all the just on the block videos or like?
Yeah, I am, but it's a lot of creatives in the city that's dope. Like, it's a lot of creatives in the city that's dope. So yes, like it is certain things like the on the block videos where it's like I'd rather not shoot them, but there are a lot of creatives around that's doing like great things. You feel me? Like Clay Stacks.
Shout out Clay.
I feel like Clay teeters the line of the cinematic style and the abstract form of art.
Okay.
But whatever he do is dope as shit.
Right.
You feel me? Clay is a great videographer in the city, great creative. My boy Justo shoots.
Justo shoots.
Shit,
yeah. Shout out Justo.
Shout out Justo. My brother-in-law, Rel, he's super, super dope. Carter's Vision, super dope. Love what he's doing with me. It's a lot of creatives in the city, bro. Like, and everybody kind of got their own style for real. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot of good going on.
It's definitely a lot going on. I feel like Baltimore, we could be a dream team if we all just, kind of gather for real.
Exactly.
And we just pour into each other, you feel me, and just show the world what we got.
Right. I agree.
What do you think is like one of the biggest challenges on like, creating and editing? Like, what I say when you like in a drought, I say you like overwhelmed, you got such and such client, this client, big project, little project, big project. Like, what is your biggest challenges with like dealing with all that?
Shit, before I answer that, you want to take another shot?
I ain't gonna lie, I was going to say let's take a shot, but I ain't know how you got down, so I was ready to say we can take a shot when we got into it. We can definitely do that. Shout out Lil Booker, y'all. Go get y'all something today. You feel me? If you watching this, take a shot. And if you ain't drinking on the boca, take 3. Fuck your liver.
And
you already know
the boca mean mouth.
It mean mouth. So,
by the way.
Oh, shit.
You want to That's 2 of them.
Oh, God damn. I ain't finishing this, y'all. Well, homeboys, don't comment. Nah, I ain't bluffing. I'm just, y'all crazy if y'all think I'm finishing it.
Yeah. Don't want a hangover. Go ahead and drink some boca.
Telling you now, y'all be messing y'all head. Y'all be waking up with a what no who next to y'all in the bed. And y'all wondering why.
Because you ain't drink La Boca.
You ain't drink that La Boca. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shifting your focus all wrong.
But back to your question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the challenges? Really planning my day on what I'm about to work on.
Right.
Because if it's this client,
right,
that client, then I got my own projects that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of tough. And I feel like I could do better at, planning my day ahead of time, so I know what I'm doing, so I'm not overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna, it does get overwhelming at times, just knowing like, all right, I got 4 active projects at one time. So what am I about to do today? Yes. What am I going to do like tomorrow? Like I told this person I was going to have it done by this amount of time.
Right. Yeah.
But like what I tell people is like I work on a computer. I'm not a computer.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm gonna burn out at some point.
Exactly.
So I'd rather be fresh, and if it take a couple more days to get you your project back, I'd rather take that time to get it right than to just give you anything.
Yeah. Really. Don't just you get anything. So speaking of like, all right. So we basically like use these platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and all these. Like, what's your definition of like a digital creator, and how do you think they could take like the next step? Like,
that's a good question. To me, a digital creator is anybody that makes like video, picture, like any form of visual art, and post it on social media. Like you're a digital creator at that point. And then what was the second part of the question?
Like how do you think? Like what is some of your like? What would you think is one of your best like tools to have if you are like a digital creator? Like let's say you're not so talkative to the camera. Like how would you approach that?
I think the best tool for any digital creator is a laptop, for one. Because, I ain't gonna lie, you don't even need the laptop. You got CapCut now on the phone, so you can do everything on CapCut, and half the time that you can do it on a computer. So I would say all you need is your phone in this era that we're in to be a digital creator. And it's really depending on your vision and what you see, what you want to put out there.
So have you found yourself like in the like one of those jobs of like, oh, I'm probably not like so social media like friendly or this like you feel me? Like what made you wanna like just go for it all
the way? Shit. When I stopped playing football and I told myself whatever I do like right now to stop playing football, that shit is gonna have to.
It's gonna work. It gotta work.
That shit had to give me that. So that was really like I had a discussion with myself. Like when I was at Bowie, they had paid for me to go to Miami for this journalism conference for real. And at that time, when I was down there, I had met with like ESPN. I had got on their radar. They took me out to dinner. I had like 3 interviews to be in their fellowship program that would have led to a full-time job after 6 months. Got to the last interview, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I just wasn't the right fit for him. It didn't work out. Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
But just telling myself like whatever I do, to not play football, like it's gonna have to work. And it wasn't that I was in front of the camera, but I then found myself behind the camera.
Right.
And it's been working. It's been working.
Right. So speaking on that, like okay, like things didn't work out. Like how was the words like no like really changed you? Like does it discourage you?
Nah.
Or like
no, definitely doesn't discourage me. It kind of make me. It opens my mind up because it'll make me find another way.
Right.
Like, all right, you say I can't do this, we're gonna find another way.
Exactly. That's a tool you need to have as a creator, whatever you do.
Yeah, you gotta be able to call it audible for real. Like for example, for our platform for the record, we really wanted to do this in person event. right, called Wind Down Wednesdays. It just didn't work with the location that we were trying to do it at. But me and my partner Craig, we like shit. We just going until we can find a venue. We want to still do Wind Down Wednesdays, but we want to do it another way. So last week we just released like the digital version of Wind Down Wednesdays. So it's just all about like creating audibles and really just don't take no for an answer. Like no just mean no right now. Like that shit gonna happen later. You just gotta keep putting the work in for it to happen. But yeah, no don't mean no. It just mean no
next
right
opportunity.
Now. Yeah.
Really. That's what it meant. Next opportunity. Shout out to For the Record though. I know I watched some of the For the Record, y'all be in a vinyl store, talking about a lot of music. What's some of your favorite albums or favorite artists? Give me top 5 artists or top 5 albums. Whichever one because I know it'd be hard for me. But like, which one? Like, whatever.
I'm gonna go artist. I'm gonna go artist with you.
We're gonna finish this.
That's cool. I'm gonna go Future. Again, no order.
My man.
I'm gonna go Future.
My man.
I'm gonna go. Don't hate me. I'm gonna go Tory.
Nigga, what? Free Tory, man. Hey, free Tory, man.
Future Tory. He just so versatile.
Yo,
he's so versatile, and a lot of people not gonna agree with this. But in my opinion, he better than Drake.
Yo, listen, bro.
I'm just saying, I don't want no smoke with nobody.
To make an '80s album in current day, bro.
Yeah. And shout out to King Midas on
King Midas. Shout out my man Midas, bro. Both of them was my dogs, bro. Midas and Tory. I ain't gonna lie, Tory was probably one of the first like major artists to ever reach out to me for real, show me love. Really like shout out Tory, bro. Told me some life changing advice for real. Yeah. Shout out Tory, man. Hard. Shout out Midas too. That's really like a big brother of mine. I swear I don't listen to I listen. Don't get it wrong. I listen to everybody, but like it's like when it comes to certain things in music, I don't listen to a lot of people. Midas,
it's like he know his shit.
You feel me? I respect his mind. I respect his ear. Shout out Midas, bro. Yeah, shout out Midas.
All right, so Future, Tory. I'm gonna go.
Wait, favorite Future album real quick because I love
favorite Future album. Dirty Sprite 2.
That's the one.
Summer 15 was Summer 16. Summer 16, that was the best summer ever.
Went on
the world just went downhill at the Summer 16 because it was just so lit,
bro.
You feel me?
Life, you couldn't complain, bro.
Yeah,
Summer 16 was that.
Future dropped. Meek drop. What was that?
Meek and Drake was beefing. Like, it was so much going on, bro.
There was a lot of shit going on.
Damn. Shout out 2016, bro.
I'm trying to think of an artist that I
Sorry. Oh.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I could say Baby because I just feel like he the voice of our culture, of our time.
Yeah.
In a sense. Drake.
It's bigger than black and white. Drake, of course,
That's 4.
You want to wait for
I'm gonna go Lotto.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Lotto just to show some love to the
females. She in my top 5 for different reasons. It's like, Lotto, I ain't gonna lie, Lotto hard as shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, shout out Lotto. Females, that's how the females running it. They is running it right now. Like, they is running it right now. Like, shout out the females right now. They really got the ball right now.
For sure.
You feel me? Definitely. So, like, what would be some of your artists, like, what's your dream, like, visual look like? Like, what's your dream visual like with some of the artists? You feel me? I don't want to give away your sauce, so I ain't gonna say settings and all that. But like, what's some of your like artists that you like? That's on your bucket list. I gotta shoot.
Roddy Ricch.
Roddy hard.
Roddy Ricch. And I was so close to working with Roddy Ricch one time. I was in LA with a couple of my guys. We had just flew back. We just landed, and the producer that I was with, his name Justin too. Shout out to Just. Yeah. His mans had just texted him when we landed, like, y'all still here? Because Roddy Ricch manager just hit me and told us pull up to the studio tonight. I'm like, bro, there's no way. I just missed that. I missed one extra day. And that was on my bucket list at that time too. So I was like, damn, like that would have been great, even just to be in a session with him. Like even if I didn't have a camera,
even if you, bro,
just please excuse me for being antisocial. Is probably one of my favorite albums. That's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah,
like that was a great album. Like from start to finish, all of the transitions in between songs. He did a lot. Like he focused on the post production of that album.
Yes.
And like at that time, I was working at Amazon. I was bumping that.
Bumping them boxes out with a nigga. What? Shit, I've been a package hand. I'm on that bitch.
Throwing them out the window. All that. What?
Swear to God, bro. I've been there, bro.
Real shit. Real shit.
But how? Okay, back to the basics, back to the foundation. Mm-hmm. How did this start? How did this all start? How did your show start? How did all this start?
Okay. Well, everything like just visually started again at Bowie. I can't even say it started at Bowie. Like life just really like take a full circle because when I was in middle school, high school, my best friend Dev again, he was rapping. His man's Keith had a studio in his basement, so they would record at Keith's house. And he had a song. My dad had this camera that he used to record my football games on. So Dad had the song. I'm like, shit, let's just shoot a music video to it. We had a Windows Movie Maker at the time. And again, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't want to be a director. I just knew I had a camera, we had a computer, and my man's had a song. So I was going to shoot the video. And that was that. The videos, it's 2 videos that we shot. They still up on YouTube to this day. You feel me? If you find them, you find them. If you find them, you find them. But, damn, I forgot. What was the question, bro?
Shout out to Butler. Hey, I was ready to take another shot, but the fact that he goes,
I didn't drink for 45 days from the New Year, so I just started drinking again
on my man
last week. So the couple shots that we got, it got me feeling right.
It got a little lit, man. Yeah. Okay.
What was the question though, Donnie?
I'm talking about him. I don't remember. Yeah, like
all right, okay, all right. Bet. So then the next question was, you said the show too. So boom, the show. Again, just like a lot of stuff in my life happened organically. I met Craig through a couple people that I was working with at the time. Fool and Cabana, they was shooting a video. Fool was like, my man's got this warehouse. Go check it out. You feel me? See what we can do in it. All right, bet. Went to the warehouse, and Craig was at the warehouse. He kind of walked me through. We were just chopping it up. And I had been seeing his brand for a minute, Infamous 888, if you didn't know.
Shout out Infamous 888.
You feel me? Definitely shout out to them. So I had been seeing it, but I just really didn't know too much about him or the brand. Like, just more so just people wearing it for real. So I'm like, oh, you the owner? He's like, yeah, like super humble dude, you feel me? Like super humble.
When did y'all first meet?
We first met like when Fool sent me to the warehouse.
Oh, Fool
sent me to the warehouse and we met. We met that day. And then I don't know if I had copped some clothes from him that day, but I definitely came back within the next like couple of weeks and grabbed some gear for real. And then from there, whenever I would come, I would grab some gear. You feel me? Whatever he was selling, and we'd just kind of sit and chop it up. Like really, just the most organic like friendship I've had in a very, very long time. Like minus like what can you do for me? What can I do for you? Like it's really my guy for real. So we met when I went to the warehouse to scout the location for the video that we were shooting with Fool and Cabana. And from there, like I said, we just pulling up cotton shit. And I remember the one time pulled up cotton shit. He sent me my bread back. I'm like, bro, like what you doing? Like I'm trying to support, but from there I was just like, that's my guy for real. So the show started because just at around the time when I first started working with Soda, I believe him and Soda had already had a kind of mutual workship relationship in a sense. So he was like, bro, I was thinking I want to do these like these sit down interviews with people, call it infamous conversations. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'm behind you. You feel me? And then I remember one day I was downtown and I ended up at this record store. Funny enough, the same record store that I ended up at was the first. Like, if you go to my Instagram, the very first video on my Instagram is this video. It's just like a whole bunch of B-roll. This when I first got my camera, like my very first camera, and I went out one night. And I was just shooting just to see what I would make. And I made like a little video from it. And the spot that I shot in front of was the Soundgarden where we now have our show. So another full circle moment. Shout out for the record. So I'm downtown one day, just a random day. I end up back at this store. I'm like, bro, this would be dope for like a show. Like this would be dope if we just talk about straight music. Because when I went in there, they had the vinyls, they had video games, and they had movies.
Right.
I'm like, bro, this would be dope if we interview people, but like a lot of people interview because they wanna know about a person. I felt like we could turn it into a show where the conversation is geared more towards art. You feel me? Music,
and that's how you get to know a person a little bit in their mind.
Exactly, because the thought process was, no matter what a person does, they listen to music to do something.
Of course, yeah.
So we could get people or we could get followers that relate to music on that. Because if you are a music artist, of course you like music. If you are a visual artist, of course you like music because you're added into music or whatever. If you're a fashion designer, I'm sure you put on music while you're sewing or while you're sketching. Same with movies, right? So I'm like, bro, that's a common thing, because I know in business they say like, for if you want an audience, you got to find like what the common need is of a person, and it's not that it's a need, but the common need for what the show was music, and the fact that everybody listens to music, so everybody is going to be able to relate to whatever somebody is talking about. So,
not to cut you off, like what's a genre of music you really enjoy that you don't think that people would like, guess?
I got this one song that I really like. It's a rock song called Oriental Highly Strung. You feel me? Shout out to my man Ingy for putting me onto that. Oriental,
shout out Ingy,
Highly Strung. You feel me? Go play that in the mornings. If you're sleepy, put it on full blast. I guarantee it's gonna wake you up. It's gonna wake you up.
All right, real quick. Top 3, name it. Top 3 clothing brands and top 3 fashion trends that really get on your nerves. That's really just give you the
All right, so top 3 fashion brands in general. I'm gonna go 1, Infamous, of course.
Of course.
I've gotten to a point where I can wear a full Infamous outfit. Like I got the jeans, I can wear the shirt, I can wear the jacket. Like we at that point now. You feel me? Shout out to Infamous. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. I don't like spending money on clothes and shoes. I go straight to Boo Man. Outfit. I ain't even about to lie on here like I shot it. That's not the case. Like,
if it's fly, put it on. Fuck all that.
If it's fly, I'm that guy.
If you gotta put on $5,000 worth of clothes to get some ass, that's your problem.
Come on now.
That's your fault.
Come on now.
Feel me? I know a nigga right now that put on something probably like $50, probably take your bitch in a tank top, bro.
Yeah. And in my third, I would say I gotta show love to our neighbor next door, Off Tour.
Shout out Off Tour.
I've been rocking with Off Tour for a couple years now. Not since they started, but since I kind of came to recognize them, and I like what Dovell was doing with the culture. You feel me, with the clothes. And he just dropped a watch too. I feel like that's super hard. Like it's different. Nobody in the city has done that. So definitely shout out to Dove for that.
That's hard.
Yeah. And then 3X.
I was going to say. Before we close it out, top 3. Like every time you sit on the ground, like why is this cool? Why do niggas think this is the
Damn, 3 fashion X. I can't really say, cause
like, me personally, like I'm all for like everybody being like experimental and shit, but like niggas in skirts is crazy.
That is kind of wild.
Like
that is.
I feel like you a nigga don't wear no skirt.
That is
the nail thing. What I mean?
Damn, 3X, bro. I can't really say, cause like I don't know. I don't really be too worried about what niggas got on.
Right. Hey man, they say the horses look straight. You feel me? They don't look at the horses when they side. So hey, you be focused on. You feel me? You focused a lot then on you.
You don't matter to judge somebody, cause my fit might be ass to somebody.
You feel me? You never know. Yeah. But look, man, it was great talking to you, man.
For sure.
Great knowing the Lord shit about you. Feel me? The Lord shit, the details. I feel like details are so important when you get to know a person. But nice talking to you, man.
For sure. Thank y'all for having
conversation, man. We in here with LaBoca. We in here with Bippers. Shout out to you if you watching. You feel me? Thank you for spending your time with us. I do want you to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that, interact, you feel me? Interact with us. We are a community. First thing we are is a community, you feel me? Drop some opinions. And if you are up and coming brand, want to, bring yourself out, you want to talk to us, talk to me, you feel me? Come up here, contact us, man. This was a great talking to you, man. And
thank you, bro.
I definitely small renovations in the cities. Like, we are slowly becoming a small city that's gonna be a little major. You feel me? A lot of good things coming. It was nice talking to you.
Yes, thank you again for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Yes. And this has been La Boca. I start Sundays. Love y'all, man. Tune into the next episode. Way more coming in, and let's get it. We out.